On October 7th, 2023, in Israel, the world witnessed an unimaginable tragedy. Hamas launched a violent attack, taking innocent lives, causing immense destruction, and leaving deep scars on those who survived. In moments like these, we are reminded of the fragility of life and the shared human experience of suffering. Regardless of our backgrounds, we all know grief, loss, and the longing for peace. Though pain divides, it also has the power to unite, if we let it. Today, as we reflect on this tragedy, let us remember that every family grieves the same, every child cries the same, and every person longs for safety and hope. In this shared vulnerability, there is a spark of hope, the belief that, even in the face of devastation, the human spirit has the power to heal, rebuild, and move toward a future where compassion outweighs violence and peace conquers fear. In today's episode, I had the honor of speaking with Michal Ohana, a survivor of the October 7th attack. Our conversation touched deeply on the realities of survival, including the heavy burden of survivor's guilt. While we discussed this deeply, I made the decision to edit certain parts out of respect for the people currently protecting survivors like Michal. If the episode sounds a bit off in places, it's because those conversations, which delved into topics like suicide and the mental toll of such a tragedy, have been respectfully removed. In no way does this editing diminish the power of Michal's experience or the significance of her survival. Her story is one of incredible strength, and it's my hope that through her words, you can feel the deep humanity that connects us all. We will dance again. What does that mean to you?
Wow, we will dance again. We will dance again. It's hope for me. To back to dance. Because on October 7th, they stopped the music, they took a life, they took my friends, they took my soul. And also, they shot me on my legs. So we will dance again. It's for me hope.
Well, thank you for being here today on the How to Battle podcast. I started How to Battle podcast because I wanted to highlight people and their stories of overcoming battles, mentally, physically. Everybody goes through something, right?
Yeah.
And on this podcast, we interview people who've been through battles and are dealing with them still and sharing their stories and experiences with others who may be out there that are in the shadows, afraid to come out and ask for help, but maybe they turn this podcast on and they listen to somebody like you to find comfort, to find hope, to find help and guidance. So please share your name with everybody out there listening.
So my name is Michal Ohana. I'm 37 years old. In the last year I live in Portugal, and I come to Israel 1 week before October 7 to visit my family, to be with them in the holidays, Sukkot, Simchat Torah. And then two of my friends, Osher and Michael Vaknin, they hear that I'm in Israel, and they said, "Oh my God, Michal, if you're in Israel, you need to come to the festival, Nova Festival. It's going to be a big festival with a lot of DJ." They organized the small stage, the mushroom stage. And I said, okay, yeah, it's a good time for me to see all my friends together, to dance, to celebrate the life. And I come to the festival with two friends, Ben and Tom. We arrive on 1 p.m. and until 6:30 in the morning, it was the best festival that I was. I love music, I love festival. But something there in this time, in this place, the vibe, the people, the energy, it was amazing. 6:30 in the morning, they start with the rockets and they stop the music. They said everybody need to go out from this area. And I didn't understand in this time because I saw only the rockets. It was not normal because it was like artillery. But my friend Tom, he said, okay, we are so close to Gaza, so we stay in the car because they think the rockets not fall under us. So I said, okay, and we stay in the car until 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning we start to hear the shotgun, and I feel like something happened, gonna be, and in this time I start to saw people start to running, and I said, okay, now we need to go out from this area. So we get in the car and we start to drive, I think 2 minutes. After 2 minutes we saw a car with a lot of terrorists. They start to shoot all over the car. So we get out of the car and we start running. In this time I understand the terrorists come in Israel and they come to kill us. We start to run and we go to it was like a place for the police in the festival, like controller. So we get inside and then I saw a lot of people there in shock, in trauma, in panic, in stress. And I was there in the controller 20 minutes with my friend Tom and with a policewoman, and she saw from the small window the terrorists come, and I remember this moment. She screamed, who want to stay alive need to go out and start to run from here. And I look to my friends Tom, and we understand we need to go out. So we go out and we start to running, but my body was in so panic and stress. So I sit on the ground and I start to cry. And I take a video from all this time. I don't know how, I don't know what I think in this time, but I take my phone, like this is my eyes now, and I take a video from all this time. In this point, a car with a lot of people from the festival come, and I go with this car. And this is the first time that I go out from this area, and we go to the road 232, and then I understand. I saw the car, the burned car, and dead people. I saw my friend die. We start to drive, and again a car with a terrorist, they waiting for us on the road. So they shot all over the car, so we go out of the car, we start running again. And in this point I saw for far a tank, IDF tank. And I said, oh my God, yes, the soldiers, the army, they come to help us. So I ran into the tank. And when I go to the tank, I understand the soldiers in the tank, they kidnapped, they burned and kidnapped. So I was there under the tank for 7 hours. 10 in the morning, the terrorists, they saw me and they shot me on my leg. And I remember this moment. I called my mom and I said, Mom, I love you, but I think I'm gonna die because they shot me and I'm bleeding and I'm under the tank. Nobody coming, no the police, no the army. I'm just waiting here. And it's crazy. She started to cry because she can't do nothing. So I started to pray to the God, and I said, Shema Israel. And I said, please, God, I talking with the God, and I said, please, I don't want to die. Not today, not like this. And then they start to send, the Hamas start to send a video in the festival. They rape people. They rape girls, they rape boys, and I saw it. And if I afraid to die in this day, I start to afraid for rape, for kidnapped to Gaza. After 7 hours, the army, they come and they take me to the hospital in Soroka, in Be'er Sheva. And after Soroka, they take me to Hadassah and Karem in Jerusalem, because my mom, she's a nurse there in this hospital. And it was a crazy day for me because I was in the same hospital in the same time with my old sister. She gave a birth.
Wow.
There in the same hospital.
Same time?
In the same time.
Wow.
And my mom, she's working there. So I was there in a bed with my new nephew, and I say to the God, thank you, because it's too miracle that I'm still alive and that I hold my new nephew. But I remember this month, the first month after October 7, I stay alive, but I feel my soul is dead. And I feel like I don't want to stay alive because I lost 10 of my friends in this festival, in this day. And 2 of my friends, they kidnapped, and they still in Gaza until today. I was so sad. I cry every day, every morning, every moment. But after 2 months, I remember this. I understand that I'm still alive. And if I stay alive, I need to do something for my friends, for the hostages, for the survivor, for myself. So I start to share my story and to tell the truth about what happened to us on October 7. And I feel like this is my therapy. When I share my story, this is my healing. So I go all over the world and share my story and tell about my friends, tell about my friends they kidnapped. And today I can say that I'm the winner, because I walk and I'm dance and I'm surf. So for me, I'm a winner now.
Absolutely.
And I fighting for my friend, they are a survivor. I fighting for my friend they kidnapped. I fighting to the hostages until they back home.
And just want to mention for those that don't know that October 7th was the Nova Festival, correct? A celebration where people go and they dance and celebrate life. And tell us more about that festival, because I think it's important to kind of paint that picture of like the people that are there, you know, like why do people go to the Nova Festival? Why were you there?
People come to festival to dance, to celebrate the life. I said, when I'm dancing, I feel like I cry. This is my pride. When I'm dancing, I cry. I feel like this is my happiness, and I connected with people. And we didn't ask people, are you Jewish, you're there? We come to dance, we come to smile, we come to bring the light together. It's all about music. You know, when the terrorists, when they came to kill it, they didn't ask, are you Jewish, are you Muslim, are you Arabic? Not about Jewish. It's about people who come to dance, to celebrate the life, to celebrate birthday, to bring them the light, to bring hope. So for me, when I come to a music festival, I come to be in my happiness, this is my safe place. when I'm dancing. This is my safe place, my
And
happiness.
and you went there with your friends? You went there with your friends? And,
Yeah, of course.
and tell us about your friends. I mean, they live through you now, the ones that didn't make it. And I know you're doing this interview and you're doing so many other interviews, and it's like it's opportunity for you to share who they were. And so many dreams died that day, so many people who could have changed the world, and we don't really know the impact of losing one life, the ripple effect of that. Tell us about some of your friends there that didn't make it.
I wanted to share about Ben, my friend, that I come with him to the festival. Actually, was the first festival, trance festival, that he come, and he really want to come to this festival. I don't know why, but he really want to come, and it was so fun to us. Ben, when he go to the car, we was with two car, me and Tom and Ben in the car. When all it start, he go with him car to take 5 people that he didn't know him, and he bring them home to Ashkelon, and he back to the festival to find us, to find me and Tom, but he didn't find. So he take another 5 people to Netivot, and he back. He do it 3 times, but in the last times the terrorists, they found him and he died. But he was so hero for me and for all the people he saved. Ben loved party, Ben loved to celebrate life. And also Michal and Osher, my friends, they was twins, brother. He came together and he died together. He organized the small stage, the mushroom stage. And every party that they do for make sure people come to celebrate, to be happiness, to be with all the love, with smiles. They was like my big brother.
There's so many heroes there that day that, and we're here at the Nova exhibition in Culver City in Los Angeles, and I went through and the whole experience, and I remember watching a video of a young lady talking about how they ran into a bomb shelter, and then like the father pushed the women to the back and then rounded the men and created like a human shield to protect them. And that's just one story of somebody in the moment of chaos, in when you know like your life's probably going to come to an end, yet putting your own desires to survive to the side to help others. And so many people there that day did that.
Yeah.
And what does that mean to you? Like, how powerful is that because you lived there, you was amongst that?
It's crazy for me because, you know, in this time they call us the TikTok
era.
Yeah, the TikTok era, but I feel like we are a big family. We are a big family, and if something happened, everybody want to help.
Yeah.
And in October 7, it was wow for me because everybody there, it was hero for me. And I was so appreciated, and I feel like we are a big family. And also after October 7, all the survivor, we are a big family, and we help to us. And we, you know, I have a best friend before October 7, but I feel like only the survivor, only the people who was with me in this day, in the same time, we understand. For me, it's all. I need only to be with the survivor, and I feel like this is my healing.
And it's hard to imagine in something that happens like that any good would come from that, because there's so much pain and so much hurt and so much loss. But you and the rest of the survivors, all of you coming together to come to an event like this, exhibition like Novo, or to speak about your experiences and to be strong in doing that, because I know it must be difficult to speak about these things and to relive them over and over. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you cope with that and relive it? And where do you draw your strength to tell your story over and over and relive that experience?
So yes, it's so hard for me to come here day after day, and to be here. It's not only to saw the video and the people, it's to feel the energy, to feel the people. But my power comes from the hostages, from my friends, because I know I am the voice for the people who was there. I feel like I'm the voice for the hostages. And if I was there and I saw all these things and I know what happened, I need to talk and I need to share.
Yeah.
This is my power.
Is there like a message for the rest of the world that maybe feels like that this can't ever happen to them or their children or their families? Because I assume that when you went there that day, you never imagined something like this to happen. People, we go through life, and every day we go and we do the things we do, whether we like them or don't. We go to events to have fun and to be with people and to, like you said, to pray. It's like, but what about the rest of the world who kind of overlooked this, doesn't speak about it, act like it never happened? In their own world, like, what do you tell those people who feel like that this is something that they'll never experience?
I tell you the truth, it can be in Coachella or all festival in the world, because again, it's not about a Jewish people, it's about people who come the music festival and come to dance, to celebrate. So it can happen everywhere, every country. Never again, it's now. Never again, it's now. And we need to fight to stop this, and we need to fight to bring them home. This is the important thing I think this is the important thing that I came here for my friends, to bring them home.
And how about, how is your family, your mother and your sister? Now you have a nephew. Yeah, like, how are they?
This is my happiness now, my new nephew. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Actually, my mother and my father, they take it so hard in the first month, because, you know, when I call my mom and I said, "Mom, I think I'm gonna die," and she can't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But now they okay. They help me with my healing. Yeah, and also I'm here to show them that I'm strong for them, for the survivor, for the family who lost all the people.
And you got shot in the leg.
Yeah.
And that's when you got shot in the leg. How, you couldn't move. You were stuck, and you were under a tank for 7 hours. Like, how do you survive that?
Wow, it was crazy. Actually, before October 7, I work with animals, and I'm veterinary nurse. So I know how to do. I don't know how to say.
Tourniquet?
Yeah. Tourniquet. So I do it for myself, but you know, every moment there, it's like 1 hour.
Yeah.
So 7 hours for me, it was life or day.
Wow. What was happening in your head during those long 7 hours and you're bleeding?
I know in this moment, I know that I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So I just pray and talking with my family, and I said, I love you all. Wow, it was crazy moments. I can't imagine this moment because it was so hard for me to do it.
Yeah. And God got you through it.
But
And
God
yeah,
heard me and saved me, and it was wow.
He saved you and for a reason, right? For a reason. And
Yeah.
because there's something, and you probably heard of it, called like survivor's guilt, or like where like people survive tragic events and they're like, well, why me? Why did I survive? And have you struggled with that?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All the after October 7, the 2 months after, I feel so guilty
Yeah.
because I lost 10 of my friends and a lot of people who was with me in the tank and all this time, and I feel, why me? Why I'm still alive? And I feel that I don't want to stay alive because I remember things for October 7 that I don't want to remember.
Yeah.
So I ask myself, why me? Why I'm still alive? But after 2 months, I understand, okay, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So if I'm still alive, I need to do something. What I can do. I wake up in the morning and I said, okay, what can I do today for the hostages? What can I do today for my family, for the family of the survivor, for myself? I'm alive, and it's gift. It's a miracle, but it's gift.
It is. It's a miracle. Definitely a miracle. And do you think you'll ever heal from this, or do you think that it's something you'll always battle with, and then maybe you'll find the strength to push through those moments when you have to think about it or relive it or feel guilt of living by the work you're doing now? What do you think it'll always be with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to learn how to live with this because it's gonna be all my life.
Yeah.
I never. I remember this all my life, and it's gonna be with me. But yeah, I feel like I can heal from this October 7, this day, and I have a lot of time for this, but I'm on the way.
And October 7th, 2023 was not even a year ago.
It's crazy.
It just happened.
It's crazy for me. It's 10
Just-
months after. It's
10
like
months.
it's wow.
I feel like if you've been through something so traumatic, you've been through something that there's no medicine or doctor that can help you get through it, the way you heal and the way that you push forward is to do meaningful work like what you're doing now.
Yeah.
To help
Talk about
others.
it.
You have to talk about it, to fight for the people who are still over there, right? Who are still kidnapped, or those who need to learn about this and know about this, And so it's something that I feel is, like you said, you're a gift because you survived it. God blessed you, and he helped you get through it for a reason.
Yeah.
Because he knew you were strong to be able to do all this stuff you're doing now and to speak on this. And I understand. I understand from a long term. I'm older now, and that in time, this will always be with you.
Mm-hmm.
But you can deal with it by never forgetting. Remember reading it, it's like never forget,
Yeah.
and keep on dancing, because that's how we win, right? That's how we win. It's like the terrorists win. Those people, those evil people in the world win when they break our soul, when they break our spirit, right?
Yeah.
But we win by getting up and being strong every day and going out there and helping those who aren't as strong as us. So going forward in your future, where do you see yourself going? What are your dreams? What are your goals?
Wow.
For yourself and for others, for those who didn't make it that day, and for those who are still over there kidnapped?
I wish all my friends and all the hostages back home today.
Yeah.
This is what I wish, and never again. It's now. We need to talk about this, to share the world, all the world need to know what happened to us, the truth about what happened to us.
Yeah.
And I wish that I back to my work. You know, after October 7, it's trauma for me to so blood, because my work, I working with animals. So now I can't back to this work, but I wish that I back to work with animals and to help people also.
Yeah.
Maybe with animals, to help people with the trauma. So
tell us about you. Like, how did you
change my life forever? You know, I was Michal before October 7, and now I'm a new Michal, and I learning myself day by day, because before I trust people, every people, but today I didn't trust people, and I looking about the life like every moment for me, it's a gift. So I do what I want, and I didn't think about what people say, what this. Do what I want, because the life is so short.
Yeah.
And I know it, so I do what I want every moment.
Live every moment to the best that you can, and be good to people, show compassion, help people.
Yeah.
That's the message that I feel that we spread, right? That we need to spread. People who've been through things, you've been through something that I couldn't even imagine going through, and so many other people that listen to this podcast couldn't imagine going through it, but you're sitting here today strong and you're talking about it, and that's empowering for people who are going through something in their own struggles, their own battles internally, and they're afraid to share them. But like you said, sharing is the healing process of it. You know, it really does help when you share it with others, because you connect with others who may go through similar struggles. So for those out there, the men and women, young, older, that have dealt with some trauma in their life, what would be your advice to them?
To do a good things, to be a good person,
do good works.
To do, good works, to be good people, because this is what we do, this is what we live. This life, it's so short, so to be good, to do good things.
I think that's the answer, and that's the way to recover as well. If you do good work and you get out there and help people who need it, and so many people do. It's like
also, when you help people, you help to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You help others.
Best healing.
Yeah, you help others, you help yourself. So people out there who want to know about this Nova exhibit where we're at today, why should they come here, and why should they visit?
Okay, the Nova exhibit, it's not only a video and photo. When you come here, you understand it's not about Jewish people, it's about people who come to celebrate. It's about music festival, and when you come to this exhibit, you can feel the vibe, you can feel the people, you can feel the festival, you can feel the terrorists. So I think it's so important to come here and to saw and to feel, and it's help us when we saw people come to here. It's help us to healing.
It's a life-changing experience. I went through the exhibition, and to see the videos.
It's your first time?
First time, and to feel it. It almost takes you away from the world, and you feel like you're just in a different world. And it's such a, I tell people, it's like art. You know, like you walk into like a, you have paintings and art all over the world that express certain things: pain, love, suffering, all these different emotions. And when you come here, to this exhibit, you feel like you're in a form of art,
Yeah.
a painting of a mixture of everything, and it changes you. And then and literally when I came, I was like, okay, how can I help? I'm always like, how can I do something to help? How can I contribute? And not just walk through here and then 5 minutes later I walk out and then the feeling leaves me, but no, like, what can I do? How can I help?
Wow.
And that's how I met you, seeking, because I heard there were survivors here, which there are, and I'm like, find somebody and see if we can do this interview to get it out there into the world. Even today when I walk out of this interview, it like doesn't stop for me, you know. I'm just gonna continue to do what I can to help. And if everybody does something, a little bit, anything, if it's a small donation, if it's a contribution, if it's a platform where you can have you on there to share your story, like, that's how we all change the world. We're all doing it together.
Yeah.
Right? It does. No one person could do it. It takes everybody, and I'm all for that. And this exhibition sparked that in me, and meeting you and doing this interview has
It's also
empowered me.
crazy when you saw the small testimony in the television, and then you saw Survivor, and you saw, oh my God, wow. And this is, I feel, we here to bring the light, to bring hope. And this room, the healing room, it showed us we are here. So
how can people like support, follow, learn more, do something? Where can they go for somebody who's listening and they're like hearing this and like, well, what can I do?
So first to come to the exhibit,
Okay.
and to share the story, and to come here to help us for the healing, for the survivor, because we need it. We need it now.
And I feel that it's a strong message to the people who survived, like you. You know, it's only been 10 months. A lot of people would say that you haven't even processed it yet. Many people would say that. Different perspectives. And so there'll be many battles that you'll face in the times to come. Moments that'll just come out of nowhere where you feel like just these feelings that it's just so hard to get through. And I've felt so many of those through my life, and still to this day, where I have mornings where thoughts cross my mind that shouldn't cross my mind after so many years, but I had so much childhood trauma that it just doesn't heal. And so like, you just know that like you have people that will be here for you, to support you. If you feel that way, reach out to those that you feel you need to reach out to and get help.
You know, when I was under attack, Hamas, they take also the video, and they start to send in the Telegram a video, and I opened one video, and then I saw them rape girls, and then I understand they didn't come only to kill. And this video go with me every day, every night, in the nightmare. And it's so sad, you know, because we are young people and we have all life now, and we need to live with this.
Don't let them take your soul, right?
Yeah.
That, you have to fight for that.
This is what they want, but no.
Yeah, you have to fight for your soul, because that's all we have. That's how we win, right? And so you just keep your faith, keep strong, your connection with God, and remember that God brought you out of that. So God will bring you out of whatever you're going through inside. So always go to God and continue to do this amazing work you're doing. You know,
before October 7, I never keep the Shabbat or something like this. And after October 7, I keep the Shabbat. And every day I said thanks for the God. Because this is a gift. The life, it's a gift.
It is. Your story, and just you being alive and so strong is like helping so many people, including me. Like it's something divine that brings this together, that makes this happen. And so I'm extremely grateful for you. And just don't want to like be grateful and say bye, but like know that here to help in any way that I can. Even if it's somebody that you just need to talk to, if it's somebody that you need help, anything. And I feel like that's what we need to do, or everybody, not just me, everybody. And so, is there anything else that you want to say before we end?
I can say we can dance again. Not we will. We can say we can. We can dance again. Dancing the life.
And when you dance, do you sometimes feel like you just forget your worries?
Before October 7, this is what I do. I come to dance to forget all the world. But now, when I'm dancing for them, for my friend. I'm dancing for the hope, and I'm dancing to healing.
Well, they live on through you.
Yeah.
Through your dancing.
And we dance together.
Yeah.
In the sky, in the ground.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.